Tom, just give me a reply. You didn't come back yesterday and I haven't heard from you at all today either. Come on, business trip is a lie, right?
What is it, Leah? You're lazy. Don't make a fuss just because I didn't go home for a while. It's annoying.
Annoying? It's insane that you didn't come back without contacting me.
Noisy. Well, I'll say goodbye to that nagging from today though. As of today, I'm divorcing you.
Huh?
This is already decided, so get out of the house quickly. I couldn't live with an old lady, so I sold the condo for $145,000. That's why you don't have the right to live in the condo anymore, so if you don't move out the day after tomorrow, you'll be in big trouble.
What is that? What are you thinking about, selling our house for a divorce?
There is no obligation to explain to the old hag who is about to be breaked up. I bought a new house to live with a woman with the money I sold, and you're done. Hurry up and disappear.
You're saying something strange. I don't understand. Please explain.
Shut up. Don't go against me. I'll send the divorce papers to your parents' house, so please write them down quickly.
Just like that? It sucks. I guess you're prepared to pay alimony because you genuinely said we are going to divorce?
The house was sold for $145,000 and I'll pay you alimony. You really are a money thief, aren't you? No one needs an old hag who only cares about money. I bought the house in my name, so it's mine. Why are you complaining to me?
Our home. We finally bought the house 3 years ago.
It's in my name, so on paper it's my house. If you're a full-time housewife, you can't live in a condo anymore. If you're frustrated, try buying it. If you do, it's yours. Well, it's impossible, but wow. I'm grateful that I've been able to feed an old hag like you who only ate for ears when she had no charm.
That's what you really mean? I'll ask you one last time. You're not going to take back what you just said, are you?
Why would I do that, you idiot?
I got it. I have been married to you for 5 years. I had a lot of compassion, so I offered my last sympathy, but it seems to have been meaningless.
I have no feelings for you.
Yes, then do your best, 'cause I'm going home.
Do your best, unemployed hag. Naomi, I've just given my wife a divorce. I sold my condo for $145,000, so I made money, so let's go to Hawaii with this.
Oh, Tom, you surprised me. Did you break up with your wife?
It's obvious, I don't need that kind of hag. After all, to be a wife, you have to be young and cute girl like Naomi. Sorry for making you wait so long. Now we can finally be a family.
You made me wait for so long. It's Tom's fault. When I was drinking at the bar, you called out to me, and even then, you lied to me about being single. Did this happen because you didn't follow the order properly? Please fix that. And I told you that you don't have to sell the house separately.
You see, the house is expensive to maintain and I can't let an old hag live in it. I thought about kicking out the old hag and living with Naomi, but I thought it would be difficult for Naomi to live there too. I need money to buy a house to live with Naomi, so I thought it would be just right. I apologized for lying that I was single. When I saw Naomi at the bar, it freaked me out. A truly destined opponent, that's what I felt.
You said you fell in love with me at first sight.
Yes, at that time, I was so desperate that if I didn't take care of it now, I wouldn't be able to see her again. My feelings for Naomi went out of control and I lied. I'm so sorry, but that's how desperate I was. Can't you tell?
It's transmitted. But I'm more of an aunt than you think Tom is.
What are you talking about? You look young and beautiful.
Hey, tell me how you're doing. Because you don't know if your wife gets revenge.
Naomi is really careful. You always say that and refuse my invitations. When will I be able to sleep in the same bed with you?
Maybe after Tom got a proper divorce.
Not at all. You always tease me when you say that. Hag will probably write a divorce paper soon, and if that happens, I'll give you a lot of love.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that time.
Hey Leah, what is this?
All of a sudden, Tom, I thought you wouldn't contact me again.
Okay, answer the question. Why am I getting a bill for $722,000? And it's in your name. I don't remember borrowing that much money from you.
Oh, that's right, a loan claim for the house you sold without permission.
What loan? What are you saying? I was able to sell it because the loan was properly paid. Okay, you don't have any money, so you're trying to scam me. That's not the way it is. As expected, unemployed people who haven't appeared in society are shallow. If you want to defraud money, think of a better way.
Are you a shallow thinker?
What?
Think carefully. What was Tom doing 3 years ago when we bought the house? Didn't he throw the whole process of buying an apartment into the open? You only ordered that the name be yours. I had a discussion with my father at that time, and I was amazed that you forgot about that too.
Discussion?
I originally planned to buy the condo on loan, but when my father heard about it, he thought it would be difficult to pay off the loan, so he took care of the payment. Wasn't Tom the one who said it's better to take out a loan and pay it back to my dad, interest-free, than take out a loan and keep paying it back to the bank?
Well, I definitely feel like we had that conversation. But then why is the invoice in your name?
It's like I owe your father money. So I borrowed money from my father and bought that condo with that money. So on paper, I paid for it. You transferred the monthly living expenses and the fee for the condo that I paid for, and then you took the tedious procedure of returning the money from me to my father. Because of your selfishness. I'm glad I wrote the IOU for the time being. This is also confusing. I was amazed. Did you forget what you wrote? You left it in the paper saying I borrowed money from my dad. Write down all the uses. In the IOU, it is written that my husband and I are going to buy a condo, so I can prove that this debt is shared by my husband and I. In other words, it is not mine. The condo that you sold without permission is naturally yours and my property. You sold it without permission and monopolized the money, so it's only natural that I'll be charged the same amount as when I bought the condo, right? Well, isn't it impossible to forget? Because you forced me to manage the money you needed for your life, and after that you used it as your own money.
But I bought the condo 3 years ago. You should be able to get some back. You're going to rip me off. You don't want to divorce me, and it's unseemly to threaten you like this.
The idea is really sweet. By the way, I always wanted to divorce you, this piece of shit.
What? Who is the scumbag?
That's right, Tom always boasted that I was feeding him, but you didn't feed me at all.
Don't lie, I paid your living expenses.
I certainly got it. Living expenses were $500 all-inclusive. I was surprised when you first said $300. In the first place, I was fed up with the husband who is arrogant, told me that I was supporting my wife on $500 a month. Tom complained a lot and it was annoying. I'm going to take this opportunity to say that I'm the breadwinner of the family and I'm the one who throws away the food because you don't serve the food I like, or point out in a big way that the laundry isn't done, that it's all wrinkled, or you're overbearing, or whatever. I'm the breadwinner of the family. You're the breadwinner of the family? Don't you stand up for me.
You can't do it because your rules are bad. Just because you can't live on $500, it's your fault for pushing me to save money and not making an effort.
Well, food expenses can be reduced by my efforts, but there are things that are not. By the way, the $500 you gave me was all gone due to utility bills and communication costs. I covered the shortfall with pocket money from my father. In other words, the reason why I can't live on my living expenses is because I haven't received even the minimum amount of money I need in the first place. I didn't even think about how much I needed to live because I was pushing all the housework.
Wait, what do you mean by spending money? Your father said he wouldn't help us at all.
That's because my father saw through that there was a problem with your humanity. It's true that my father is an executive at a major company, so I won't deny that he's rich. But after my father has finished purchasing the condo, if you gently say, since we are going to live as a married couple, old people like us shouldn't be meddlesome. No old man later made a fool of my father in front of me.
Of course, I can't use it if I don't do anything even though I have money.
The reason I said I wouldn't help is because my father distrusted Tom's action when he bought the condo. It's too arrogant to leave everything to your wife when it comes to the house. Besides, when I said that I wouldn't help you, it was just a word for you, and I was really helping my daughter. Thanks to that, I was able to spend my money freely to some extent, and I've been holding back until now in order to take revenge on you.
Revenge?
I never leave my smartphone when I come home late at night. Did you think I wouldn't notice you being so suspicious? I knew early on that you were cheating, so I gathered the evidence and prepared to divorce you on your behalf. Just wait while trembling, okay?
Naomi, help me. I got caught by Leah. She knew about us and let us swim on purpose. At this rate, I'll be the judge. If this happens, Naomi will be sued too. So, can we help each other, huh? Naomi, why aren't you texting me? Isn't it terrible to pass through already read? These are tough times, let's talk to each other. So reply me, please. Stop it. You can get sued too, aren't you worried about that? We have to agree that we weren't cheating on each other. Don't mark it as read and reply. Get in touch now. You damn old hag, why are you asking for alimony without permission? What's wrong, Tom? You're the one who said you'd pay alimony, so why are you angry? I said that I would pay for that because we had sold the condo. And what is the amount of that compensation? Don't be kidding me, over $722,000. It's different from the marketplace. Oh, that? Our lawyer told me that it would be better to claim the whole amount of alimony rather than treat it as a personal debt. That's why I told you that the $722,000 claim I sent you was invalid and was withdrawn. You blocked me until now, so you didn't contact me. And it's no use trying to match up with the cheating partner. I have all the evidence here. Stupid. Stop even though there is no evidence. Just to tell you, my girl is different from an old hag like you. She said that she'll be with me when I break up with you, so I haven't even hooked up with her yet. In other words, it's not cheating because I'm not unfaithful. Unfortunately, you can't sue me. It's just because you misunderstood. Okay. Then I'll ask Naomi directly if it's really my misunderstanding. What now? Naomi, Tom doesn't have romantic feelings for you and he thinks of you as a friend. Is that true? I don't think that. He tried to go to the hotel every time and was like a monkey who only thinks about what to do like a junior high school student. Naomi, why? No more than that. Do you guys know each other? We're best friends. After all, I've been with her longer than you. We were the same in middle school and high school, different major but same university. Tom, you don't know me and Naomi. I consulted with my parents that I couldn't tell them, and we supported each other in various ways. How nostalgic. When I was floating in class, Leah did her best to clear up any misunderstandings in the class. We went to apologize together. What is that? I've never heard of such a thing. I didn't hear anything? I didn't say anything. Actually not. Leah's husband. In other words, I knew from Leah's complaints that Tom was the husband who's arrogant. That's why I was always persuading her that I should get a divorce. But Tom and Leah didn't have a wedding, right? I didn't know Tom's face because the marriage report letter didn't even have a photo. Oh, that was Tom's report, and borrowing photos and costumes is a waste of money. It's 'cause he said that. But I was surprised. Naomi told me that she started dating someone and she showed me her boyfriend's photo, and there was the face of my husband. I was shocked too. I really liked Tom. That's why I was so sad when I found out that Tom was married and that person I loved was the husband of my best friend. But you still love me? I don't love you now, rather hateful. I'm sorry for pretending to be a victim, but you're only doing things that make people hate you, right? Not only did Tom betray his wife, me, he hurt Naomi, who lied about being unmarried and genuinely loved you. That's why I asked Naomi to collect the evidence. That's about half what I said, because I also wanted to get revenge on Tom. That's why I gave all the evidence to Leah with a lawyer in between. Also, Tom praised me for being young and pretty, but I'm the same age as Leah, right? She looked younger than Leah because she didn't have time to take care of herself because of Tom. Well, I certainly thought I was getting older after I got married. Every day was exhausting. So, but when I asked your age, you said you were younger than Leah. Oh, that's a lie, because if I told you my true age, you would run away. You lied that you expected it, and it's something similar, right? Don't be silly, this is a scam. Noisy, you're the one who cheated on me for being unmarried. Take the punishment for hurting my best friend, this worst man.
I will sue you for fraud. Age or unmarried, it goes without saying which one weighs more lies, right?
Fuck, you two treat me like a criminal. Not so, it's the proof of the world. I have no proof that I cheated on Naomi. Shame for you, even if you sue me, you're still with me.
I'm sorry, but that won't happen. I wouldn't take my best friend with me. Naomi asked you many times if you were married. I still have the audio that you said you didn't do, and of course I recorded Tom's excuse when it came out that he was married, so it doesn't matter as evidence. If you sue now, you will definitely lose, right? That's why Tom should just apologize. I deceived Tom, so you don't have to apologize to me. I'm not qualified to. But it's different for Leah, right? Tom, you never apologized.
I got it, Leah. You wanted to go that far and get back together with me.
What?
Did you do this because you felt lonely? I'll feed you again, so let's get back, huh?
Up until now, I had only taken it for my own convenience, but when I get to this point, I'm stunned and even angry. Good? I'm angry because you neglected me, my wife. I can't forgive you for touching my best friend. I'll hunt you down thoroughly, so be prepared. Good luck, Tom. I will block Tom now. I'll look forward to you going to hell.
Wait. At the very least, reduce the alimony. I can't afford to pay that amount. We've been together for 5 years, so there's some kindness there.
You're the one who let that feeling go. Goodbye then. Good luck. In the end, Thomas ended up with a debt of $722,000 in alimony payments, and the story of infidelity was discovered by the company and he was demoted. But he has now retired from that job. Rumor has it that he's borrowing money from a bad place and doing a bad job. Of course, I blocked all contacts, so there is no way to know more about it. As for me, I'm actually living with Naomi now, and although we were both hurt by the same man, we're living while supporting each other to move forward. A truck plowed into the sidewalk and ran over Ariana.
What?
She's been taken to the hospital. I'm on my way with a cab. Please come too.
I can't.
What? What are you talking about?
I've got stuff to do. I can't right now.
Aren't you worried about your daughter? She's in danger, okay?
She's in high school now. She'll get better soon. You worry too much.
You know what I mean? She's in critical condition from the accident.
Doctors are scoundrels who exaggerate to extort money for medical treatment.
I don't care about that right now. Just come quick.
I told you I can't. My mom's having a birthday party this weekend. I'm skipping work to go buy her a present.
What? Isn't that any time you want to go?
Did you say any time? It's Mom's 75th birthday.
So what? My own daughter is in danger. I don't need to think about which is more important.
Of course, it's Mom's birthday. It only comes once a year.
Ariana is in once-in-a-lifetime situation.
She's my daughter, so she'll be fine. You've always been so over the top, haven't you? When Ariana got hurt in kindergarten, you panicked and made a big deal out of it.
She had broken a bone then.
Bones eventually heal. This time too, it will heal soon. Don't make too much fuss. You'll embarrass yourself.
What's wrong with worrying about your own child?
What do you think I should get her? I gave her a bag last year, so maybe an accessory?
I don't know. I don't have time to think about that.
You have things to do too, like cooking and decorating. You should get ready when you're done visiting. Ariana would be safe at the hospital.
It's fine to take care of mother-in-law, but right now, her priorities are different. I didn't think you were the kind of person who wouldn't understand that.
Really? Because every year when I celebrate her birthday, she's so happy she gives me $3,000. If you don't give it your all, you won't be able to resist the reduction.
What's that? That's news to me.
Oh, I didn't tell you that? Didn't I tell you? She always gives it to me on the way home, just so we can all eat something nice together.
You kept it all to yourself. I don't mind.
I'll at least buy you a barbecue this year.
I don't even know if I can do that. Don't be so optimistic.
My guess is Ariana will be out by tomorrow.
Don't be irresponsible.
I know what I'm talking about. You know what it's like. It's like I have more of it than other people.
I'm at the hospital now. I'll be waiting for you. I'm worried about being alone too.
I can't. I'm going back to work after shopping.
If you can afford to skip work, you can come.
Don't interrupt a man's work.
I don't know anymore. All I could do during the emergency surgery was pray. There is no God. I was reminded of this 3 hours later. At only 17 years old, my daughter had gone to heaven. Hopelessness. Those words don't do it justice. There is no way to name this emotion. The police, doctors, and funeral directors talked to me so much that I had no time to cry. I kept dealing with all of them, and before I knew it, the day of the funeral had arrived. My husband was shocked and cried, but his heart was not in the right place. I was concerned about that, but I never expected him to act like that on the day of the funeral. Where are you? Mother-in-law didn't show up. The funeral is about to start.
I've already burned incense.
The priest hasn't even arrived yet.
I'll leave the rest to you. I can't.
I know you don't want to accept reality. It's hard for me too, but we have to give her a proper send-off.
That's not what I'm saying. We're having Mom's birthday party like we planned.
What?
She's a little grumpy because you're not here, so we're going to have to order sushi from a delivery service. But I got excited and made it an extra special, so she'll probably be happy.
Hey, are you kidding me? This is the last goodbye to Ariana. I'll never see her again.
I've always wondered, what's the point of having a funeral? Just burn it down and get it over with.
Why do you say that?
She's not in the world anymore. Even the funeral costs how much? Don't you think it's a waste of money?
I don't think so.
I'd rather have a birthday party for my mom who's still alive.
Please, tell me you're joking. I can't believe those words came from Ariana's father.
I'm sad too, okay? But will crying bring her back? Then why don't you take care of the people who are with you now?
That's not the point. We have to mourn Ariana properly and we have to make a closure.
I'll be fine. I've already made the switch.
Ariana would be sad to hear that her father and grandmother are gone.
Dead people don't have feelings.
I'm sure everyone who's going to be there will think it's crazy.
Don't tell anyone I'm going to the birthday party. I know it's inappropriate.
Then come back soon. There are a lot of relatives here. Of course they're going to ask a lot of questions when you two aren't here.
Don't ever tell anyone. It's your fault if your relatives leave you alone. That you're in shock and you're in bed. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's fatherly and guilt-free.
If you feel guilty, don't have a birthday party.
People cry at funerals. I don't like the wet stuff. I'd rather eat cake with my mom.
Are you sure mother-in-law won't come too? She's your only grandchild.
I asked her to just in case, but she said, let's have the birthday party as planned.
You guys are really something.
Really? Thank you.
It's not a compliment. I despise you. I don't even know what to say. Suit yourself.
You can show your face when you're done. You want me to leave you some sushi?
I don't want it. I'm not going.
I'll eat it then. I'm drinking today, so I'm staring at my parents.
Make a choice you won't regret.
Where did you go? Why aren't you home on Sunday?
What do you want?
Where are Ariana's remains? Is there a Buddhist altar yet? I thought I'd at least offer you some incense.
You don't have to do that.
Not even a picture of her remains. Not even the picture of Ariana that used to hang in the living room. Hey, your stuff is gone too.
I'm sure it must be fine since I left the house.
Why would you leave without telling me?
Don't you have a million things on your mind?
You mean the funeral?
What else is there?
It went off without a hitch, didn't it?
That's not the point.
What's so important that you had to leave?
I just wanted to see Ariana off quietly. I couldn't accept the reality of the situation so easily. I wanted to give her a proper send-off. And you ruined it.
What did I do? I just didn't go.
You know that ignition switch at the crematorium? You know the family has to push the light switch at the crematorium.
I'm pretty sure my mom pushed it when my dad was there.
She couldn't do it. She was crying too much. Everyone said if only your father were here at a time like this. And I thought to myself then, this is the last thing I should do as a parent. I was the only parent she had, so I had to do it.
I'm a parent too.
Don't ever call yourself Ariana's parent for the rest of your life. And erase the memory of having a daughter, please, please.
What the hell is that?
I don't want to tarnish Ariana.
What the hell are you talking about? You won't have been born without me.
Don't act like you're a big man just because you had a baby. Don't act like a father when you can't even say goodbye.
Shut up.
Mother-in-law, she'd rather have a birthday party than a funeral for her grandchild.
Mom wanted a male grandchild. That's why she didn't think much of Ariana.
I know. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you reject her once and for all. I don't follow you guys anymore. You two trash should be able to live with yourselves.
You're out of line.
I can't find a word to describe you at all. I know I called you trash, but I didn't mean to be rude to you.
You.
It's a strange thing. I don't get so angry. It's not disgust or resignation or anything like that. I'd say it's more like nothing. It's like having feelings for you guys is a waste of time.
I don't know. I hate that so much. Go get more pissed off. It would be better if you were like, hey, my husband didn't show up for the funeral. I'd still rather you be mad at me.
I'm glad you didn't come to the funeral and you're not her parent anymore. You can't say that line.
Where the hell are you now? You don't have a home. You don't have a place to go.
Yesterday after the funeral, I asked someone, "What do you want to do now?" He asked me, "What do you want to do now?" I said, "I want to leave my husband and keep the memories of Ariana. I want to keep the memories of Ariana by myself." Then he asked me to come and talk to everyone. He helped me a lot and I was able to leave the house.
It's impossible to move out yesterday. You can't even rent a house right away.
He rented us a condo that he owns.
Who's that guy? He's very rich.
He's the president of your company.
What?
He was very surprised. Why isn't Levi here? He's the father.
What are you thinking? If the boss is here, call me right away.
It's not like I'm going to be the receptionist for the condolences. How am I supposed to know who's attending? I don't even know what the president looks like. I didn't even recognize him until you called me afterwards.
You didn't tell me it was Mom's birthday party, did you?
I'm sorry, I'm such an oblivious bitch. I just said Mom's birthday party is more important.
No way.
The boss said the same thing.
Did he say anything else?
I was like, exclamation, I'm the same way. I can't even find the right words to say to you.
Why would the president come to me? I didn't tell the company about Ariana.
I heard that the father of one of Ariana's classmates is acquainted with the president. I guess that's where he got the word.
The boss could have at least contacted me directly.
He was very considerate. The day of the funeral was a busy time. He said he must have been very depressed by the loss of his daughter. You didn't need that kind of attention.
It sucks. What am I supposed to look like tomorrow when I go to work?
Why don't you just stand tall? I'm the guy who celebrated his mother's birthday rather than his daughter's funeral.
You're in trouble because you don't want people to think you're that insane.
You're aware of that, aren't you?
I know.
I know how shameful and outrageous this is. And yet you didn't come. And yet all you care about is protecting yourself in the eyes of others. A really stupid person.
Wouldn't you rather sit back and watch your daughter turn to ashes? Is it such a bad thing to try to make your mom happy in the meantime, rather than just sit back and watch her burn to ashes? I was making good use of my time.
I wouldn't. I bet no one else would.
So, when you went, did you get to talk to Ariana one last time? No, right?
I could have.
Huh? Bullshit. That's just self-indulgent.
Maybe so, but I was able to say thank you a lot. I can still hear her voice.
I don't believe that Ariana is gone. What's wrong with taking care of those who were left behind?
If that's how you feel, then live your life that way. You and I have different values.
I understand. If you're going to go that far, go ahead. But I won't let you keep the compensation for the accident to yourself.
What?
Mom said so. She said there should be tens of millions in it.
That hadn't occurred to me yet. You and your mother didn't even come to the funeral. Did you even calculate the money?
Give me all of it.
I can't believe it.
All you want is the memories, then you don't need the money.
I just don't want it to go to you.
You're not money after all, are you?
Don't put us together. I have to make a grave for her too.
Why don't you just go to the beach or the mountains? Don't spend millions on a mere stone.
Don't discredit Ariana any further. There are limits to what I can do.
I don't know. I could live a nice, relaxing life with my mom if I could just get the money. I'll quit the company too. The boss would lecture me anyway.
Are you sure?
I don't want to work for a company like that. He's so insane to make someone's wife move out of her own. I don't know how he can be the president of a company like that.
That's what I told him. We're together now. You're angrier than I am, and I really appreciate it.
Oh well, are you watching, boss? I'm quitting. Good night.
I have some last documents I really want you to write. I'm asking you to come to the office.
Huh? I don't want to. It's too much trouble.
It's something to do with retirement benefits.
I'm going.
I'll leave it to the lawyers to take care of the compensation and everything. I'll let you know if there are any developments.
Thank you.
President Isaac, thank you so much for your help.
Has the compensation been transferred?
Yes, it has. Thanks to the lawyer you referred me to, the amount has doubled to $360,000. With this, we can pay back the money we borrowed from the president for the grave.
Thank goodness.
It was the president who made Levi fill out the paperwork to renounce the inheritance, wasn't it?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you call him up and make him sign it for his severance package? Thanks to that, I don't have to give that man a single penny. He didn't seem like the kind of man who would willingly write.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you forced him to write it, it would be illegal. And it would cause trouble for the president. I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
It's not your concern.
But
I have an 18-year-old daughter. Even if I had the misfortune of not attending that girl's funeral, I don't know what to think. As a father, I couldn't forgive Levi, that's all.
I agree with you on that.
I'm sure he's probably waiting for the reparations right now. Maybe he's even in debt in the hopes of getting some money.
I heard from a relative. They are all decked out in brand name clothes and luxury cars.
I guess. Since they don't have a job, they probably can't get a loan from a decent place. They're in a bad spot.
Levi's mother is also very vain. She had to borrow a lot of money to give her son an allowance. I'm sure it's quite a bit now. I was aware of it, but Levi probably doesn't know about it.
Two assholes and a lot of debt. As for the ending, well, that's just how it goes.
But if they find out you were tricked into writing the disinheritance papers, won't they sue you?
I want this money to be put good use for my daughter. I would give it up all for that. We have audio of Levi saying this.
What? Is that really his line?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
How did this conversation come about?
There was a small reserve of $2,000 in the company employees' travel fund. You had saved it up because you had refrained from traveling for the past few years.
Yes.
We don't normally have a retirement plan. I'll give you $10,000 in a special servant's pay. I want the company to donate the reserve for my daughter's grave. I said some of the most outrageous things I've ever heard.
Did you believe it?
Easily.
You said that line then.
I guess $2,000 seemed like pennies to him because he thought he'd get compensation.
But this is not a good thing, right?
To destroy evil, sometimes you have to use dirty tricks. It's a world where you don't need to know about.
I understand. I'll pretend I didn't hear anything. I wouldn't trade her life for money, but this money didn't go to him. That's enough.
Please live strong. The condo is yours to use as long as you want. You can use it.
No, I don't. It's time for me to look forward. I'm going to try to walk on my own feet. Otherwise, Ariana will get angry at me.
I'll see. I'll be rooting for you. If you have any problems, please feel free to contact me.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough, Mr. President.
Your daughter loved you. Please be a mother. That's all I wish.
On the day we meet someday, I'll be able to save his pride. I will tell my daughter that I had a wonderful life. Thank you very much.